Key to hole to ghost house. The watery grave. So, yeah. Guess we don't have to worry about my concerns about Yoshi entering castles and, well, his head glitching out. Yes. Multiple squares of water here. Randomly placed. Let's enter this door. And now, the water's all the way down there. Okay. Gotta switch around every time. Ouch. That didn't work. Let's try it again. I said, let's try it again. Let's make it up there in time for a change. And let's survive, too. Well, I'm small. It would be a miracle if I do survive. It's a miracle. But as long as I did. Hey, I can go all the way up here. And break the level a little bit. Or maybe not. Nice looking pillars, by the way. Yep, for the platforms there, the ledges. The towers, or whatever you want to call them. The raises. Coins. Well, you wouldn't call them coins, but yeah. Anyway, through this door. One of these a power-up, I think. Man. Power-ups. Never there when you need them. Too many of them when you don't. That seems to be my experience. Or the experience for some of us out there. And what's over here? What's in this door? There's a halfway point, close enough to a power-up. And here, we got a fire flower. Fire flower, nice. Yep. Slowly down. And... uh-oh. Please. No! Drat. Hey! Up into the spikes, so I was wrong. There was no ceiling there. This is where we return from the halfway point. Back in here we go. Back to this room. Hoping not to get robbed by a surprise this time. Surprise being that that you could consider that to be a false ceiling. Okay, careful. Good. Down we keep on going. And down we see the surprise once again. And that's a nice pattern right there, isn't it? Nice water there. Goal. Up to 30 stars again. And close down. Yellow Switch Pal. S. Yep. So where's our P-switch gonna be? It's gonna be right there. And I see what we gotta do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For a 3-up. Good. Nice Switch Palace music anyway. And press. I don't feel like explaining it, and besides, I'm getting laid off in a week anyway. Signed, the Switch Palace worker. Cutbacks. What are you gonna do? Okay. Not only are there no switch blocks that appear out of that, there's no sound either. That's a new one. Spring Run. it's scrolling. It's getting a little faster. And I think that's about as fast as it's gonna get. Yeah, none of that really fast level from before, which gave me a headache. Hey, took me about 25 minutes. And... more Goombas. More Goombas. Missed that power up there. Hi, Pokey. Pokey. You're gone just like that. Chuck. What do you do for us? Baseball. The perfect ambush. Yes. There's no real way to resist the baseballs now, is there? They're too small that they can hit you. They're about as annoying as bees. And yes, I know what it's like to feel a bee sting. But don't we all? Whoa! Hey. It's a circus out there, isn't it? Isn't it? Pick up the mushroom and promptly lose it. Way to go moments. More way to go moments. And... but not when I expect them, except for maybe this. You didn't see that. I can't believe I did not die there. Koopa Fortress. Now let's change directions, go down to here. Forked Road. Wait. Forked Road, but it's a yellow level. So... it's going to be an interesting fork now, isn't it? Koopas. Mushrooms. I'll pick this one up. And Koopas. Okay. Hey, Chuck, get a little bit of a taste of your own medicine. Get a little bit of the grass, why don't you? Nicely decorated. Whoa. Arrows. Mushroom. Whoa! Okay. And at the same time, it's going to be quite hard to tell which is a solid wall and which you can pass through. Because they appear to look exactly the same. Tiles look exactly the same to me. Mushroom. Don't run away from me, Mushroom. I said don't run away from me. So thank you for not running away from me. In return, you save time for me. And Koopa, too. Gotta crouch. Kinda mean that it would be right next to the halfway point now, wouldn't it? Is this gonna smash down at all? Yes, there's no background, so it makes me worry. But the worry is not necessary. Let's push. Let's enter. And I guess let's run? Exclamation mark blocks next to the Switch Palace again. Okay, something strange seems to be happening with the music here. Yes. It's playing some, I don't know, Devil's Interval note. But with the limits of Super Nintendo sound, I guess I could expect something like that sometimes. Yes. Hey. Guess when you're both going up, the advantage goes to the... Yes, goes to the monster that you encounter. Don't know why I still call them monsters sometimes. They don't look like monsters to me. They're not extremely ugly. But then again, there's always a chance it could be like some phrase you might expect from a B-movie. Basically, the husband's going to be evil, and then the wife is going to shout, "You monster!" When in reality, he doesn't look ugly at all. By that logic, it means that these could be monsters after all. They look so innocent, but their minds are out to get you, aren't they? Especially the moles. They always seem to follow me. Koopas... yeah, Koopas... red and green, not so much. Blue... not really that much either. Yellow... a little more, though, because... of course, when it turns into a rainbow, it follows me. And the color of the shell that the Koopa will go into, it will affect their overall mood now, won't it? Pipes. Coins. And in we go. Okay. Now there's one of the aforementioned blue Koopas. As you can see, much like the green and red Koopa, it just doesn't know where it's going. It's kind of lost now, isn't it? And it does not want to die. Although, the green Koopa doesn't have as much of a brain to it, as it always seems to fall off the edge. And speaking of that... but all will succumb when I find the feather. The feather is apparently what was in that one block that I encountered before the green pipe. And by now, it'll make all of them defensive now, won't it? All they can really do is hide, and yet they choose not to. Also, because we saw 2 stars there, that means 2 1-ups. What was that just now? Something's kind of fishy now, isn't it? Yes. For some reason, I don't know why, but I don't really see where I can go on in this level. Maybe it's just something invisible. Maybe I'm just crazy. So what do we have down here then? Okay. So maybe I just was a little bit crazy. What do we have here? These blocks ahead will bounce you into the air and allow you to jump higher. I bet the moles love these things. You think they really love those things? I'm not so sure. Because they jump whenever they want to, by their own free will. And I jump by my own free will. Like stupid. So how about if I stay low this time? Stay as low as I visibly can. Yeah, that works too. I'll try to keep my feather. You just see the pipe just like that. I love experts' traps. I'm going to call that one. Since the expert's probably going to stay up high. Out of a little bit of, dare I say, stupidity. I happen to fall for it. Anyway, whoa. What was happening to the key control? Yeesh. Sort of the 3 keys at once, but I was only holding 3 keys anyway, and for some reason... did not choose to move back left. Don't know why. Wasn't even holding the right arrow. Save, let's check. Now what? Now what do we gotta do? Okay. It's that. It's a door. Eat fire, mole. Ah. And then, as I talk about innocence, I start to feel a little bit guilty. Let's see if it can wear off. With a 40, perhaps. Yeah, that's gonna make me feel even more guilty. Just taking as much as I can from the goal point. Killing enemies. Sounds like real life nowadays. Lennys Furnace. What's inside the furnace? Well, obviously there's going to be lava inside it. And there's going to be me trying to pass the overhang. And now we fight fire with fire. Or maybe we can fight bones with fire too. Too bad we can't fight bones with bones. Here the ground comes back up. And... how high will it go? This high. As does the lava, too. Don't want that thing to wake up. Back up. Let's not get squished. Let's not get burned, either. Into the door. Make that out the door. Looks like we're outside the castle now. Unless those are synthetic mountains. Synthetic mountains, I suppose they are possible. But I doubt they're environmentally friendly. And neither is building a bridge over top of lava. Because it's going to sink. And out of sheer fantasy, it's gonna resurface. Okay. Now, up here. This rope bridge is probably no exception. Again, though, fantasy. And I guess part of Super Mario World is about fantasy. Gee, do you think? Thwomp. Perfect timing. I gotta wonder how often I'm actually going to be killed by an enemy in this game. And there was the door right there. Here is Lemmy. Perfectly unchanged. No extra challenge to it. Jump. I guess one more hit should do. Yep. He's done for. He gets a taste of his own furnace, which I'm pretty sure is not going to be that delicious now, is it? Especially with all the hot sauce.